Hi, Julie Rizal here. Hey, welcome to Wacky Wednesday. Hey, where you never know what the topic's going to be or what time I might be able to get on. I'm sorry to say I'm not always on time. Life keeps getting in the way. But hey, thanks for popping in, whether you are popping in live or you're catching on the replay. It's great to spend a few minutes with you. So hey, welcome to the last Wacky Wednesday. I'm going to be moving it to Tuesday nights. I wanted to move it to Sunday night, but it seems that life and work and activities are getting in the way. So I moved it to Tuesday night. So it'll be like a Talkin' Tuesday or a Wacky Wednesday or a Taco Tuesday, but something. Taco Tuesday, who knows, or anything can happen. But just until volleyball season is over, because I have a lot of Wednesday night volleyball games where I'm going to be traveling, and a lot of times I noticed it's very difficult to get a signal, especially on the bus in the dark, and with a bus full of volleyball players, it definitely makes any live videos almost impossible. But it's just until volleyball season is over, and then I'll hopefully be able to go back to my normal Wacky Wednesdays because I really enjoy them, get a good laugh out of them, so I hope that you find them valuable too. As always, if you hear something that you find valuable, something that resonates with you, would you please do me a favor and leave a reaction, drop a comment or ask questions in the thread anytime. Share the video with anyone you think it might help. And PM me if you have questions or want to hear more. I'm always happy to share the things that I'm learning, and I hope that they help you. So hey, Chris, nice to see you. Long time no see. Hey. Hello, Virginia. Hello, so great to see you. I think it's been a long time, lady. Hope things are great on your end. So hey, I'm waving back at those of you that popped in and waved at me. And as always, I appreciate you popping in. If I happen to miss your name as it comes across the screen, a lot of times I don't always see it. For those of you that see my videos, you know that I tend to miss names sometimes because my notes and camera are set landscape style to the left, because I'm usually battling my biggest fear, which is one of the topics tonight, but public speaking, and it seems that every time the camera goes on, my mind goes blank and I've forgotten everything. So I do tend to look at my notes a little bit, so I apologize. They are set that way. But if I happen to miss you when you pop in, do me a favor. Give me a hey and a shout and let me know that you were there. Hey, April, thanks for popping in, lady. Hey to you. So let me ask the question for the night. I'm gonna wave to a few people that popped in while I'm doing it. Have you ever been in a threatening situation, whether it was live or training? And how did you react despite that fear? And I had a reason that I was asking that, like everything else. And who knows, maybe you have some great insight that you'd be willing to share. I definitely would appreciate it. But I'm working at an elementary school part-time, helping out. And this is the first time I've ever had to go through active shooter training or a threat type situation training. And if you've ever had that happen before, how did you react despite your fear? Because I've been, oh gosh, I lost track of my mind. I apologize. I lost track of what I was going to say and totally lost track. Because there were many times, now I remember the way life goes, but there were many times that I'd read emails and I was aware of the procedures and policies that many of the schools had put into place, regarding any active shooter or threat assessment procedures and what schools do to keep our kids safe. But it's very different when you have to go through that training yourself. It's very different when you're the parent knowing that the teachers are trained and they're going through that type of training to help the students stay safe. But when you have to go through that training yourself, it's a whole nother ball game. It becomes very real, very fast. It's very intense. And if you've ever been in a somewhat threatening situation, your heart is, pounding, you have the adrenaline rush, it's very intense mentally and physically. And during that training, well, even though I knew the training situation, I knew what was going to go down, they'd explained everything, very carefully with us and gone over all the different scenarios and all the different types of reactions. it still amplifies reality for you. And realizing that other people have to live through this and work through this and train for this on a daily basis. And, you know, dealing with your fear, your nerves, your anticipation, your dry mouth. Right now, speaking of which, you know, even just like I said, the adrenaline rush that goes with it. Gotta hydrate. And, you know, during that time, you're trained in your options. You know the actions that you take so that you don't freeze. You know, and should the opportunity arise, you feel like you have a much better chance to keep the kids safe from harm, as well as handle the situation in a way that's going to be beneficial for everyone. I mean, that's the most important thing right there. So, hey, I see a few more joining in. Hey, it's great to see ya. It's not always showing me who pops in or that I can wave to, but if you do pop in, give me a hey and let me know you're there. Because like I said, once in a while I see people popping in, but I'm not always able to see who it is. So I'd appreciate the hey. Let me know you're there. But what I learned out of this situation is that you feel fear, but you can still act despite it. And that you can still push past it, that you can still battle even your ordinary everyday fears on a daily basis. And you find that it makes you a little bit stronger. Hey, Mr. K, there you are. I didn't know who popped in. Hey, baby. Hey, nice to see ya. And, but you can push past it and you can find that it makes you stronger. It ends up enriching and improving your life. You can handle more and more of what life throws at you, because life's always throwing something at you, whether it's shoes or lemons, you never know. And, you know, maybe this has happened to you. I don't know. I'm sure everyone's experiences are different. And I found it very funny and difficult to understand, for at least on my end, how I was extremely paralyzed by a fearful situation, but it wasn't a life-threatening situation. You know, it was just a daily situation. I'm trying to figure that one out. You know, when I have to talk to people on a daily basis, whether it's getting in front of the camera and creating a live video, which I still battle with that every day, every time I have to get in front of one, or whether it's conversations with clients, whether it's talking about what I do business-wise, whether it's running a challenge, you know, or just whether you're afraid to complete this activity because it's something on your bucket list, even though you know you should do it and you want to do it, but you're still terrified. Now, I'm still trying to figure that out. And it's funny how when you've trained for a situation and you just get into that paralyzing moment where you've forgotten everything that you've studied and learned, oh yeah, that's me. And you're literally struggling. I mean, I have no idea why. Do you? Maybe you can figure that out, because it's not life-threatening at all. It's just ordinary, everyday fears. You know, the things that you know you should do, but you're kind of afraid to get them done. And, you know, when that happens for you, how do you deal with it? You know, if you have any suggestions, would you do me a favor and leave them in the thread? Because I'm still battling one really large one on my own personally. And I know it's a professional one as well. And I know that it's something that I need to do and need to get past, but I'm still racking my brain trying to figure out how to get past it. Maybe it's just in the act of completing it. I don't know. But if you're willing to help me practice beating my daily fears, you know, whether it's conversations with people, I mean, it's different when it's on camera because you're not actually having a face-to-face conversation as much. I don't know. Oh, hey, Luann. Thanks for popping in, lady. So good to see you. I think I can wave. There we go. Gotcha. And, but like I said, I'm desperately trying to beat this because I know that it's something that I need to do for me personally. And I know a lot of people battle the same thing because I've had a lot of messages regarding it. And a lot of people have reached out and said, hey, yeah, I'm battling the same thing. How do you do it? Well, I can't say that I'm always successful. It doesn't work that way. But if you're willing to help me practice beating my daily fears, whether it's conversations with people, I'd be grateful for you allowing me to practice it on you. So do me a favor and comment or PM me right in the thread below, or PM me if you'd be willing to help me beat this. I've been working my butt off trying to, and I kind of think that sometimes you need to ask someone else for help. I know it's holding me back, and I'm aware that I still have to keep pushing through things, that I still need to beat those fears and not let them stop me. So I'd be happy and willing to return the favor for you. Help you solve your biggest fear while you help me with mine. I know it sounds kind of silly, doesn't it? A simple everyday fear that I've been, trying to avoid, that I desperately want to beat, but somehow can't. Now, maybe you've had that same experience yourself. I don't know what it is, but if you're brave enough to mention what it is in the comments, I'd appreciate it. But so if you heard something that resonates with you, I lost track of my notes again, I apologize. It always seems to happen. And so if you heard something that resonates with you, would you please leave me a reaction or shout out, hey, let me know that you popped in, because I tend to keep missing people. Oh, hey, speaking of which, hey, Anne, nice to see you, lady. It has been a while. Hey. And leave a reaction, comment, or your thoughts, or ask questions in the thread anytime. Share the video with anyone you think it might help. And PM me if you have questions or would like to hear more, if you're willing to help me beat my fear and help you with yours too. So fear, yeah, it's a very frightening, scary thing. I'm kind of feeling it right now, kind of like I do during every video, whether it is the cold sweat, whether it's the dry mouth, whether your adrenaline and your heart rate have jumped. Those are all symptoms of fear. Whether it's something every day or if it's something that could save your life someday. It prevents us, fear, from acting, even in situations that we know could be a benefit. And it's something that everybody struggles with, no matter their age or country of origin. But it is beatable. Cute. I thought I was kind of silly. Thanks, Luann. I appreciate the compliment, my friend. Thanks for the help. So what I learned, as I get distracted and forget every stinking time. But what I learned is that when you feel the fear, you can be able to act despite it. Even though you feel like sometimes you want to run in the closet instead. Absolutely. But you don't have to allow that fear to take over your life. Even if it's just small baby steps to beat it. It won't be easy. I can tell you that. It won't be the least bit simple. But you'll never know how enriched your life will be if you don't. I'll catch you later on Tuesday.